Okay na, Nick? Hello? Sige. Live na daw, ma'am.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and to our televiewers in our Facebook account, DPWH Second DEO. This morning, we will be conducting PREBID conference for the following projects. Contract ID numbers 24TF0047, 24TF0048, 24TF0049, and 24TF0050. But before we formally start this PREBID conference, we may have a silent prayer, after which is the roll call of attendance by our procurement head, Engineer Hamima Sabitore. Good morning, everyone, and to our televiewers. For the attendees of this PREBID conference dated December 28, 2023, from the back members, Ma'am Naima Tuswari, Bachelor Present, Sir Martin Lukman, back Vice Chairman.
Present.
Sir Aminuddin Pasagi, back Regular Member.
Present.
Sir Waida Bacaro, back Provisional Member.
Present.
Yours truly, Hamima Sanbitori, once in head procurement staff. Present. Norjihan Nakabandu, member back PWH.
Present.
Surura Bani, member back Secretariat.
Present.
Nor Hanzida Mahusaka, member back Secretariat. And Elizabeth Vanesia, member back Secretariat.
Present.
And we have no attendees from the observers and participating teams. And that's all for the attendance. Thank you. Thank you. This PREBID conference is conducted pursuant to RA 9184 under Section 22.3, which requires the procuring entity to conduct PREBID conference mainly to discuss, clarify, and explain about eligibility requirement, technical component, financial component of the contract to be bid. Among others, it includes also the discussion of activities in the awarding of contracts once the project is bid. Importantly, this is the right time for questions and clarifications from the prospective bidders before the conduct of the opening of bids. Since the back members are in quorum, we may now start to discuss the following: contract data, technical and financial proposals, eligibility requirements, and awarding of contract.
Good morning. Contract data for 24KF0047, name of contract, asset preservation program, construction, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along national roads, primary roads, Lanao to Sambanga Road, station limit of kilometer 1600+970 to kilometer 1601+674, location Lanao del Norte, scope of works, facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, bridge construction, RC line canal, and RCTC. Pro budget for the contract 3,293,260 pesos only. Contract duration 130 calendar days. Post bidding document 11,000. Contract data for 24KF0448. Basic infrastructure program, BIP, multi-purpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Indiaran 2, Sapal, Lanao del Norte. Scope of works, facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary, plumbing works, earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other works, and electrical works. Approved budget for the contract, 4,949,934.58. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Cost of bidding document, 1,000. Contract data for DP4 PLC 049, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multi-Purpose Building, Facilities to support social services, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Abaga, Lunungan, Lanao del Norte. Scope of works, facilities for the engineers, other general requirements, civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary, plumbing works, earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other works, and electrical works. Approved budget for the contract, 4,899,267.59 centavos. Contract duration of 120 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 5,000. Contract data for 24 PF 0750. Name of contract network development program, road widening, primary roads, Lanao, Sambanga Road, station limit of 16221 plus 503 to kilometer 1621 plus 563. Location, Kapatagan, Lanao del Norte. Scope of work, facilities for the engineer. Other general requirements, earthworks, base aggregate surface course, bridge construction, reinforced light canal, and miscellaneous structures. Approved budget for the contract, 4,111,500. Contract duration, 35 calendar days, and cost of bidding document, 5,000. That's all for contract data. Thank you.
Good morning for the components of technical and financial proposals. These are submitted simultaneously in two separate envelopes. The first envelope shall contain the technical bid component, including the eligibility documents, technical requirements, and if any Class B documents. On the other hand, the second envelope shall contain the financial bid component. Just a reminder, kindly provide at least 2 copies of your proposal, the original copy and copy 1. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically. Kung gusto niyo pong i-pursue ang online submission, ito po yung link natin. This is our checklist as of October 2021. For the legal documents, attach the valid field use registration certificate, the SEC, DTI or CDA, the Mayor Services Permit, tax clearance per EO 398 series of 2005, Civil Works application or CWA, formerly Civil Works Registry, refers to a software application to register contractors' information and to determine the eligibility of contractors for civil works projects. If not enrolled in CWA, attach the Class A and Class B documents not covered by the field use certificate. Class A documents are the statement of ongoing government and private contracts, including contract awarded but not yet started, SLCC, pickup license, bid security, or notarized bid securing declaration. Class B documents attach the valid joint venture agreement, registration for the type and contract to be bid in the special pickup license itself. If enrolled in CWA, Class A and Class B documents, if any, are to be updated. For the form of bid security, we have the cash or cashier's manager's check, which have amount of 2% of the ABC, bank guarantee draft or revocable LC with an amount of 2% of the ABC, and surety bond callable upon demand, 5% of the ABC, and for bid securing declaration, no percentage required. For project requirements, attach the organizational chart, the list of contractors' key personnel, the list of contractors' equipment, whether owned or leased, with proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the lessor for the duration of the project, and omnibus rent statement. For financial documents, attach the audited financial statements showing, among others, the total and current assets and liabilities, duly stamp received by the BIR for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission and the computed NFCC. For our financial component of bid, attach the revised bid form, the summary of bid prices and bill of quantities, the detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental use coming up with the bid, and cash flow by quarter. For the criteria of eligibility processing, bid evaluation, and post qualification. All procurement is done through competitive bidding except as provided in RA 9184 and its IRR. All contractors doing business in this department are required to be registered with the DPWH Civil Works Registry or the CWR system. Contractors kindly always monitor and update their documents. Expired CPA or contract profile application will affect your eligibility results. Make it a habit to attach your updated Class A and Class B documents for your advantages. BAC assumes no responsibility for the contractor's lapses, for all formats needed are as always been provided. If happen you cannot access our two websites, the PGIFs and the department website, you can always visit our office. As mentioned earlier, one of the components of the technical proposal is the PGIFs, which is a 3 pages document. Be reminded, missing 1 or 2 of its pages will be automatically disqualified. Kindly attach your DTI certificate for sole proprietorship and SEC or CDA for corporation. Mayor's business permit, renewable every end of the year. Please take note kung anong kind or line of businesses po ang nilagay nila sa documents na ito. Next is the tax clearance, renewable every year. Statement of ongoing government and private contracts. Kindly attach your CRC or contract, the NOAA and NTP to support this document. For SOCC, attach your CRC or contract, NOAA, NTP, COC, and certificate of final inspection to support this document. Remember, SOCC should be greater than 50% of the ABC to be bid. Next is the PCAB, renewable every year and not valid until your signature is affixed at the topmost right of this document. For bid securing declaration form, kindly check the DRC 85 series of 2020. It should be signed and notarized. Our district usually requires 6 to 8 personnel per project, depending on the project profile to be bid. Mainly the PM, PE, ME, lab tech, foreman, safety officer, and or survey engineer and quantity engineer. It is a requirement to affix the TIN of your PM, PE, and ME on their individual affidavit of personnel and to attach the updated PRC ID of your PE and the updated ME certificate of your ME. Make sure your ME only works for you. If happen to be caught that he or she is working for the other firm, you will be automatically disqualified. Redundant personnel means disqualification, and as per required personnel for this project, kindly see our bid data sheet. Moreover, list of key personnel shall be supported with a signed and notarized affidavit for each required personnel. Their individual affidavits shall contain the necessary data of the personnel concerned and its log of experiences, especially for the PM, the PE, and ME. Make sure that the information on both documents will coincide with each other. The list of equipments with proof of ownership. All required equipment to be pledged shall be mentioned in the list of equipment. Owned and leased equipment shall be categorized properly, and be mindful on the units required for each equipment. Always indicate the plate, the motor, body, and or serial number of your pledged equipments, its location and condition, and kindly indicate properly the kind of ownership you have for each equipment if it is owned with OR or CR, leased, deed of sale, or official receipt. All proof of ownership attached shall be clear and readable. As per the required documents for this project, kindly see our bid data sheet. We will emphasize again, if happen to list an equipment, you are still required to attach the updated ORCR of the said equipment. Your lease contract agreement shall be notarized and signed by the both lessor and lessee with at least 2 witnesses. For the omnibus sworn statement, kindly check EMC 85 series of 2020 for the revised omnibus sworn statement. It is now items 1 to 10. OSS for the sole proprietorship is distinct from the corporation, so make yourself familiar with it. Audited financial statements and the income tax return shall be duly signed and stamped by the BIR with signature and date. For NFCC, it should be greater than the ABC to be bid. All new bidders are advised to visit the quality and assurance section to secure the certificate issued by the district's QA chief. As per DEO 11 series of 2017, the inclusion of minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid, considering that materials testing equipment are essential during construction stage of a project, it shall therefore be included in the technical requirement of the bid together with the other major equipment as contained in the technical envelope, which shall be subjected for preliminary examination and further verified during the post-qualification stage. This is not part of the standard checklist. However, the district advised interested bidders to conduct site inspection ahead of time to ensure the actual condition of the site. This is done not just to avoid problems on the project implementation, but also to give you and the district time to clarify all concerns. You are given not later than 7 calendar days before the opening of bid for your clarifications, and revisions will be posted either as bid bulletin, bid supplemental, or as a notice. If you are into joint venture, original special contractor's license issued by PCAB shall be provided. Herein the names of the both parties shall be indicated. Photocopied special license is discouraged. The original special contractor's license issued by the PCAB shall be supported with original joint venture agreement. It should be signed and notarized. Herein the names of both parties shall be indicated, including the percentages. Also, both parties shall affix their signature in this agreement with at least 2 witnesses. Again, photocopied agreement is discouraged. Next, for the typical components of financial proposals, as per the bid form, kindly also refer to the MC 85 series of 2020 for the new format. Bids above the ABC shall be automatically disqualified. In the bill of quantities, avoid rounding off the quantities cited in the bid docs, revision of which means disqualification. If there is a discrepancy between in words and in figures, in words will prevail. Along with the BOQ, a summary of bids shall be attached. In the detailed estimates, kindly avoid lump sum items upon estimating. Failure to follow means disqualification. Lastly, the fourth component of the financial proposal is the cash flow by quarter. As an additional reminder, all notarized documents should be filled up with the updated community tax certificate of the proprietor. All documents on the bid proposals should be clear and readable, especially the technical envelopes. Affix initial on every page, observe tabbing and pagination, and kindly use A4 size paper. The issuance of BDocs is ongoing until January 10, 2023 at 12 noon, 2024. Weekdays from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. at procurement, and opening of bids will be on January 10, 2024 at 12 p.m. at this conference. And late bids will not be accepted. That's all. Thank you.
May remind the participating bidders in the additional requirements as per DEO 115 series of 2021, with subject further enhancing the specific policy guidelines under the provision of DEO 88 series of 2012. As per DEO, in order to compel the contractors to apply for the issuance of certificate of final acceptance after submitting the required warranty bonds, it is therefore directed that the following measures should be adopted by all DPWH implementing offices nationwide. Thus, non-submittal of warranty certificates should be a ground for the disqualification of contractors during the post-qualification process of their currently bid out projects. Projects without certificate of final acceptance should be reflected on the contractor's information profile. A link or connection between the PCMA and the contractor's information profile should be established in order that when the procurement unit of the implementing office generates the eligibility check, a notice will show that the contractor still has pending and submitted requirements which can be used to disqualify concerned contractors. During the procurement process, the contractor should be required to include authenticated copies of certificate of final acceptance of their completed projects prior to the issuance of the notice of award. For the awarding of contracts, after determining the lowest calculated responsive bidder or the LCRB, the procuring entity shall issue an award to the said LCRB, and within 10 calendar days from receipt of the NOAA, the following document shall be submitted. First, the notice of award with the bidder signed conforming for a joint venture JV contractors special JV license and JV agreement, performance security with notarized confirmation, duly signed construction methods, duly signed precedence diagram and bar chart with S4 and cash flow, duly signed manpower schedule, duly signed equipment utilization schedule, construction safety and health program, contractors all rates insurance or the carry with notarized confirmation, latest income tax and business returns, duly stamped and received by the BIR and the updated tax clearance, and for a local contractor, a certification under oath stating the contractor is free and clean of all tax liabilities. And last but not the least, the duly signed anti-cage management plan. The performance security shall be in an amount not less than the required percentage of the total contract price in accordance with the following schedule. For a cash or cashier's manager check issued by a universal or commercial bank, the amount is 10% of the contract price. Second form is a bank draft guarantee or a revocable letter of credit. The amount is 10% of the contract price. And the last form is a surety bond callable abandonment issued by a surety or insurance company. The amount is 30% of the contract price. The performance security shall remain valid until issuance by the procuring entity of the certificate of final acceptance. So that's all for the awarding contract. Thank you. Since all contract data, eligibility requirements, technical and financial components, including awards are all discussed, this PREBID conference is now open for questions and clarifications from our bidders. But since we have no attendees from our bidders, may I request the Vice Chair for the adjournment of this PREBID conference?
I vote for the adjournment of this conference. I second the motion.
This PREBID conference is hereby adjourned. Thank you.